Mr. Speaker and my colleagues, anytime you and I and the Senate, colleagues on both sides of the aisle, can save money for our constituents, be more effective, and Mrs. Galiff is smiling, and she's responsible for why we're going to be more effective and efficient and save tax dollars after November. I'm excited about that. I don't know about you. And we have done our due diligence. And in November, the taxpayers are going to have the opportunity to dot the I and cross the T's, and this budget will be a part of that. And we're going to have the opportunity to move into the 21st century and go digital in New York State. There's a poem, my colleagues, that was written over 200 years ago. It's called The Rime of the Ancient Mariner. It was written by Samuel Taylor Coleridge. And there's a couple lines in there. It says, "Water, water everywhere, but not a drop to drink." For a number of years in this legislative body on both sides, it's been paper, paper everywhere, but not a dollar saved. You and I have done our due diligence to change that, and the taxpayers are going to help us with that in November. Now, having said that, in 2011, I had a discussion with our Ways and Means leader, and we talked about the fact that we probably should pass Mrs. Galiff's bill, many of us sponsored it, to move into the 21st century, to get this paper off our desk like several other states have, put a computerized system in place, and go digital. We passed that in 2011. We passed it again in another successive legislative body last year, and as you probably know, if you haven't, you might have forgotten, your constituents will be able to vote on this as a question on the ballot this year in November. 19.5 million New Yorkers will be able, or those who vote, go to the ballot and decide we should move into the 21st century and use computerized, digitalized system to pull our legislation up, get this paper off our desks, and believe me, when that happens, Mother Nature will be smiling. A tear may come down from her eyes, but she will be very happy. Because it's not only about saving money, being more effective, being more efficient, but it's also about our environment. All of this, in many instances, goes to a landfill. All of it impacts our forestry animals areas in many ways. So this is going to be a win-win in a whole variety of ways. I could tell you, just to name the states very quickly that we're familiar with right now: Connecticut, Florida, Hawaii, Kansas, Maine, Nevada, New Jersey, Oklahoma, Rhode Island, Utah, Virginia, Washington, West Virginia, Wisconsin, all have gone digital on their desks. They got all this paper out of the way. They serve their environment well, and we will do that if we urge our constituents to vote for this and we implement it as quick as we can. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and thank you, Mr. Farrell.